body area we're going to roll with the foam roller is going to be the upper back. The roller is going to go perpendicular to your body, and we're rolling anywhere from bottom of neck to base of shoulder blades here. So we know that we don't want to roll over those bony prominences. So what that means is that we can lie on the roller. We're just not going to add a lot of movement where we're rolling up and down over the spinous processes. So come onto your seat, bring your upper back onto the roller, and support your head. So not shampoo fingers, but really supporting your head. Less intensity is going to be having your seat, your bum on the floor. More intensity is going to be holding the bum up. That's going to put more gravity, more weight on your upper back. So find a spot, so you're getting into position. You're not rolling continuously over your bones there. You're holding your head. And if you feel something here, like you come here and it feels like, oh, okay, I feel that. Like I feel a bit of a stretch here actually. Then you're just going to hang out there. That's great. If you want to go to our second principle where you're going against the grain of the muscle, you're going to bias one side. So I feel this more on my left side, so I'm going to roll so that my left upper back muscles are on the roller, and then I'm going to roll over it. So I'm not rolling over my bones, I'm not rolling over my spinous processes, I'm just rolling over the muscly bits between my shoulder blade and my spine. It feels quite good. And I'm going in the direction of the muscle now actually, so it's not too intense, because there's not a lot of space to go right and left. Another little stretch I like here is having the roller under your upper back, pelvis on the floor, cupping your head, drawing your ribs down and in, and very slowly letting your head back over the roller without letting your back arch. So you're fighting to keep your ribs in and slowly letting the head back. Feels really good. And then of course, if you're still rolling, you can move down a little bit, find a new area, and roll a little bit side to side there. The second area we're going to be rolling in the upper body with the roller is the back of the shoulder, kind of around the muscle called the infraspinatus and also the back of the shoulder muscle here. We have to lie on our side for this, and you're bringing this area right here, so the back of your shoulder blade, onto the roller. So use one hand to help yourself down, give yourself a hug with the arm that you're going to roll, and lie on the roller. So you can lie like this. I like to use this foot to give me a bit of, see that I'm pushing into it, to roll side to side. You could also take this top hand and bring it behind your head to support your head a little bit there. Coming onto the roller, if it already feels, you already feel sensation, great. You just stay there, breathe for a minute or so until it decreases, and then you move along. If you're not feeling sensation and you need to go to level 2, then you start to move the roller. Yeah, I feel something right there, so I'm going to stay there and breathe. If you wanted to add intensity to this movement with the roller, you would take the arm that you're rolling, so you're now bringing it in line with the roller. There's still weight pushing down into it, and you bring that back of the hand towards the floor and back up and towards the floor and back up. And that's already, you'll feel that it gets better. It already feels better for me, so I'm going to find a new spot. Oh. The next upper body spot we're going to roll is pec major. So that's this big muscle, meaty muscle between your chest and your shoulder. It runs in this direction. And we want to end up on the roller in this position. So it's kind of like we're hugging it, but we're going to lie on it on the floor. So your roller is here. We're coming onto the floor. And then usually just lying here is enough. Kind of roll your right shoulder forward and look at my feet. Notice if I curl my toes under, I can kind of leverage and move my body, shift my body forward and back. So I'm kind of using my body weight to push down into the roller. So again, if you get here and that feels like enough, you just stay. If you want to go to level 2 and go over like against the direction of the muscle, then just watch how I simply drop my right shoulder, drop my left shoulder. So it's like I'm doing a little swimming shoulders, and I'm going back and forth over the pectoral muscles there. And then this is not a position where I would necessarily go to level 3 because it's just a bit too tricky. Of course, breathing the whole time. The last place where we're going to use the foam roller in the upper body is the suboccipital muscles. And that's just a fancy way of saying the little muscles that connect your skull to your upper vertebrae of your spine. So when we come onto the roller, we're going to have it behind the head and bias to one side, like so. So we're not having it here because we don't want to roll over the spine and the skull. So let me show you. It's also helpful here to decrease intensity if you have your block or your pillow, so you can put it under your pelvis. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. And then bring the back of your head onto your roller. So this is actually quite comfortable if you're not moving. But then bias your roller to one side. So tilt it on a diagonal. You might even have to turn your head slightly until the pressure of the roller is in that little space between your skull and your vertebrae. And then you kind of have to find a spot there. And then you kind of find something that you feel. You can even lift your chin up and down. You can roll the back of your skull slightly, the meaty parts there. And find something that you feel, and then just try to relax the head. And breathe there. And then if that becomes okay and you want to add a little side to side, then you turn your head very gently right and left. And that is a bunch of ways to roll your upper body.